Aloha, Richard Halverson here. This is ITS 128, and we're going to continue with the Chapter 7 projects. I'm going to do 7.2 right now, so let me look and see what that is. I'm going to see what student view looks like. It looks like something, but let me go here and go to Table of Contents and go down to 7 and go to Project number 2. And that project looks like this. All right, so write a program that reads some integers, like these integers, and counts the occurrences of each. Note that if a number occurs more than one time, the plural times is used in the output. Note the integers are entered in one line separated by a space. All right, so here's a bunch of integers, and we want to list out all the integers. List out each one that occurs here, and then how many times each occurs. And so in this case, we've got the 2 occurs twice because there's one here and one here. And then 3 occurs just once, and because there's only one here. 4 occurs just once because there's just one here. 5 twice because there's one here and one here. And then 6, 23, and 43, and so on. So our output needs to look like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to read these into a list, and then I'm going to create a second list which just contains a unique, or a set of the numbers where each element is unique, or each item in the list is unique. So in other words, the 2 will only be in there once, and the 5 will only be in there once. So each integer, each unique integer will be in there once. And so that way I can use that list to output, okay? Because you notice the 2 only appears once here, and the 5 only appears once here. So with this list, with this unique set of the integers that were entered, I'm going to count how many times. So I'll start with a 2, and then I'll use this original list, and I'll count up the number 2's, and I'll put that out here. And then I'll go to the next unique one, and I'll count up the number of 3's, and I notice there's only 1, and so on. So, and then and that's how I will display the output. All right. I do notice that the order of this is in a sorted order. You notice? In here, the 5 comes before the 2, and the 3 doesn't come till way over here. But when we go through this list, we notice that the 3 comes right after the 2, before the 4, and so on. This first time around, I'm going to ignore that, and I'm just going to do it the way I said. And so let's get started. I've got a blank test program here that's on my desktop, and let me. I'm going to copy this in there. Copy. I'm going to paste this in here as a comment. Paste. And that way I have it up here while I'm running my code. Okay, so I'm going to start by reading in the input. So it's going to say this. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to say I'm going to read in that string, and it's going to be an input, and it's going to be, that's what's going to display out, space there, and that's going to read in a string. And then I want to split the string up into into a list of individual integers, and they're going to be string integers. I'm going to keep them as string integers for the time being, because I don't think I need to convert them to integer integers. So let me do that. I'm going to say string integers equals s dot split. So that's going to split them by a space. And in fact, I don't even need this, but I'm gonna leave it in there just to be clear. And so these are my string integers. Okay, now I'm going to create another list of unique integers, and I'm going to just create an empty list first. And then I'm going to for each I think it's 4, yes, for each I, I'm going to use I as the integer. For each integer in string integers, these are strings now. For each string in string integers, if I is not in unique integers, if that's not the case, then unique integers append I. So append I onto the end of unique integers. Okay, so that is going to put, that would put, the first time it's going to start out with 2, and 2 is not going to be in unique integers, so it'll add it. Then it'll try 5, and 5 is not in there, so it'll append it. 6 is not in there, so it'll append it. 5 is in there, so it will not append it again. Okay, so 5, and so 5 only gets appended once. 4, 3, 23, 43, and 2 only gets appended once. So after this is done, I should have a list that looks like 2, 5, 6, 4, 3, 23, 43. That's what I should have the list. That's what the list should look like. That's what unique integers should look like. So I'm just going to do that. And this is just a comment, so it's just a comment for you. It doesn't do anything. All right. So once I've got that, then I can go through. Now I'm going to loop through these unique integers, and each time I'm going to count how many times this is in the original list. This is the original list. I'm going to put the original list there. It is this. It will be this, but it's a list, so I'm going to put commas there. So this is what string integers looks like. If I really want to be, if I really want to be accurate, I should put quotes, because they're actually strings. These are actually little strings, not little integers. Okay, so actually it would look something like this, whatever, and unique integers looks something like this now. It's all the integers, but just in there, each one's in there once. Okay, now I'm going to do for each for I in unique integers. For each I in unique integers, I have count. Let's see, num ints. I'm going to say num integers. How about num occurrences? I could say number of occurrences equals I'm this one, string integers. So string integers, because that's all of them. That's the original list. Dot count I. So so this is going to count up the number of i's in our original list. This is our original list here. This gets read in and is split. You know, this is the single string that gets split, and so this is the original list of each integer in string format. And then okay, so so this counts up the number of occurrences of that particular integer in this list, and then I should be able to print I occurs num occurrences times. Okay, so I'm going to run this because I have not yet taken care of this. I need to make sure that I take care of this. I'm going to put it as a comment here. Didn't have to put the word note because note's already there. I'll just put this here. And I'm going to switch over to my word wrap. So, okay. So this is what the program looks like. It reads in a string. It splits it by where the space is. And so now I have a list of these integers. So the first one is a 2. The second one is the 5. The third one is a 6. The fourth one is a 5, so on. And then I initialize this empty list, and then I loop through these string integers, and each time I test to see if I is in unique integers yet. If it's not in unique integers, I put it in unique integers. I append it. If it is in unique integers, then this will fail, and then this will not happen. So it'll only get appended once. And then after I'm done creating this list of unique integers here, then I loop through that. And each time, one integer at a time, and each time I count the number of times that integer occurs in this list. Okay, so, and then I print this out. So I'm going to print this. So I'm going to run this, and I'm going to paste in this value here. Oh, wait a minute. I need to open up my command line screen, CMD, and there's that. And I need to go to the desktop. Here's my Python script. Let me get the address of that, which is, ooh, where is it? Can I do this? Can I do this? Huh. Oh, here we go. This, copy, and let me CD space Control V to paste, and there I am, dir. There's my Python script, and so let's run that Python test.py. All right, so I got this problem here. Look at that. It's got some problem with line 19. What is line 19? It's this. Okay, so the problem is that this has got some funny character in it. I have this other editor that will. I wonder if can I? Let me. Okay, I'm gonna see if this editor does anything for it. Preferences set. View. Let's see. Full screen UI language. Edit. All right. So I've got this other editor here. I'm going to copy all this. Copy. Control A. Then copy. And then I'm going to paste it over here, and I'm going to paste it. And let's see if I've got some funny characters. Let me do encoding convert to ANSI, and what happens? Oh, look. It doesn't like those funny looking characters there. Whatever those funny looking characters are, I'm going to get rid of that character, and I'm going to get rid of this character. The plural word times is used. Okay. Are there any other, do I see any other funny characters here? I do not. I'm going to copy this all, select all, copy, go back over here again, and do a paste. It didn't like this, oh, those funny characters there. What happens if I just take one? I'm just going to take this out, save it, and I'm going to try to run this again. And look, it's running. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, copy, and I will paste it here, enter, and 2 occurs 2 times, 5 occurs 2 times, 6 occurs 1 times. So that's not going to be right because I'm not doing this thing. All right, and then the other thing that might be a problem is that the output is not in sorted order. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste this. I'm going to take this part down here, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it in here and see what happens. Paste as plain text. All right, what happens when I submit this? It says, what? That gives me no information at all. All right, I'm going to try to fix this. If num occurrences is greater than 1, then I want to say this. Otherwise, this is going to be a problem, I can tell. LF, or else, same thing. Oops. The same thing, except for I just say time, 1 time. What does this do? Huh. Let me copy this out. Copy. And I'm going to paste it back again over here. Copy, Control V. These are tabs. Tab, 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 print else. Save. And I'm going to run this again. And I'm going to paste in this. Copy, paste. 2 occurs 2 times, 5 occurs 2 times, 6 occurs 1 time, 4 occurs 1 time, 3 occurs 1 time, 23 occurs 1 time, 43 occurs 1 time. Okay, well that should work then. So I'm going to copy this. Oh, that's what it is, right? First it says enter integers between 1 and 100 inclusive. Occurs. What does this say? Occurs times. Okay, let's see. So that looks pretty good, except for it's not the same order. It doesn't say anything about order up here. That's why I'm wondering what's going on here. So I'm going to get rid of all this again. And I'm going to just get rid of all that. And I'm going to copy this, copy, and paste it over here. And I'm just going to see what happens. Submit. Huh. That's pretty utterly dumb. Is this? I'm going to try one other thing. I'm going to, I'm going to get rid of these and put them all in over again. See, that doesn't feel like 2 tabs there. That's the thing. Okay, that. This has got to be indented once. This has got to be indented twice. This has got to be indented once, indented once, indented twice, indented once, indented twice. What does this do? Submit. All right. So I am going to put in the sorting part. So if I'm going to need to do the sorting part, I'm going to have to put in, I'm going to say these are string integers, and then I'm going to say I got to do something like, let's see, number integers equals a set of int of I for I in string integers. Okay, so for each I in string integers, what I really want is an integer version of that, because these are actually strings. This I is going to come out of string. All right, and then so now this is the same thing as string integers, but it's actually numbers. And let's replace all of these now with numbers. Number integers. So this is going to be a number now, because we're looping through numbers. And this is going to be numbers, and this is going to be number. We want to count in number integers, and number of occurrences in number integers. Okay. Now we need to sort the number integers. Let's do that. Yeah, that'll work. Sorting it. Number integers sort. All right, that'll sort them. Let's see what this does. Oh, first of all, let's see what this does if we paste this, copy and paste it out here into our, paste it there. So now we got the number integers there. We're sorting them. We loop through the number integers. If it's not in the unique integers, we append it in. It's numbers we're appending in now, not strings. These are strings now. After number integers sort, these are going to be sorted. So they're going to be in a different order. They're going to be in sorted order. And then we loop through, but since they're sorted, they're going to be appended in sorted order, because these are sorted. And then, so this is going to be sorted, and so then when it loops through, it'll be sorted already. So let's see what this looks like. I'm going to paste in this, and let's run this, and paste it in. And now we see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 23, 43. All right, let's see what this does. So let's see what this works. Submit. Ah, it worked. Okay, this does it differently. What this does is this creates an array called counts, and counts covers every single possible value that can be in the string. So this is much less efficient. This allocates 100 positions, 100 variable spots, 100 spots or items, and most of them aren't used. The only ones that are used are the ones that are in our list here. So in our case, let me close this. Let me just put this down here. In our case, we have this array called unique integers, which it's quite a bit different. This thing stores the counts inside this array and then displays out, and then it goes through all 100 of them. And if it's greater than 0, then it prints out this, oh, look, it's got this if statement inside here. So it's going to print out this. This is how it does it. Clever. All right. So so anyway, I think I've given you enough information to do this project, and so good luck with it. Thanks for watching.